I am your host, Tony J. These are my co-hosts, East J, China, my uncle, your uncle, everybody out there. And today we got two very special guests for you guys. Yes. You don't want to miss these.
Yes. Drum roll.
We got Pastors Thomas and Miss Pastor Joyce.
You suck.
You right.
Commercial break. I'm doing this. Okay. Today we have Bishop and Joyce Felton. And today.
This is why it's important to what? Renew your mind. That's what we're
No. Today we're going to talk about
renewing
your mind, renewing your belief system.
Yeah.
See, prime example why you need to renew. Okay? He gave it to you. Prime example why you need to renew. And if you don't keep that thing afresh, if you don't renew it, if you don't use it, you lose it, okay? You just lost.
I got an excuse, okay? It's been a long week.
It's been a long week. Come on.
Okay.
And as we normally do on City Talk, we let our guests take it away. Today we're talking about renewing your belief system. Whatever it becomes to you, whatever you want it to be, tell us how you think renewing your belief system. Tell us about renewing your belief system.
Well, first of all, the key word is renewing. And when you think about that particular word, you think about a time of refreshing. You think about a time of being restored, and we sometimes get caught up into the here and now and become stale or not fragmented, but stale or neutral. And there comes a time when you have to refresh yourself. Renewal is very important, especially when you're reaching certain age brackets. You're an adolescent. That's a time where you just have a lot of fun. You have a lot of excitement. You find yourself looking into your future, what you want to be, how you think others perceive you. And from adolescent, you become a young adult. And young adulthood, that's when things really start rolling. And things really start to take on form in your life and thinking about career. And if you're still in the adolescent stage, you'll never be able to reach your destiny. Wow. You'll never be able to have sight on your direction. And so therefore, as a young person coming into a young stage of life, there has to be a renewal. There has to be a refreshing. There has to be a time to consider changing your outlook, changing your view, and how you understand your future and understand the things that you need to do to have a brighter future, have a better future. So renewal is something that takes stages, and never allow yourself to become stagnant. Wow. Because when you're at a stagnant stage, you become stale. Have you ever had stale potato chips?
Yeah, don't take it.
That's the worst kind. Yeah. So, and just think about, you as a person being stale. you find the worst character, you find the worst person that you become. So you have to be able to reach a point of refreshing and renewing your belief system.
Wow, that's good.
Your belief system is very important.
Yes.
Because what you believe is what you become.
Can we hashtag that?
Hashtag that.
What you believe is what you become.
Hashtag.
So we have to refresh our mind. We have to renew our mind. And the best way I found as a young person in renewing my life and renewing my mind is to come to know the person of Jesus Christ. He can give you a new beginning. He can give you a new outlook on life. He can forgive you of all the mistakes that you've ever made. Now, one thing about making mistakes is you can never correct them outside of you. It takes Jesus to come into your life and to renew your mind and to renew your commitment in life, and therefore you're able to progress spiritually, you're able to understand life naturally. So it's very important, young folks. As David said in the scripture, I was once old, but now I'm young. But I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed beg for bread. I know you might look at the beard that I have, the white beard, but I have some experience. And I found out that experience is the best teacher.
That's another hashtag.
You cannot avoid experience. It's the best teacher. So therefore, we're reaching out to the community. We're reaching out to our schools. We're reaching out to our college students and those that are family members, that have family members that have gone astray. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. Because the Lord is able to reach that young person that have gone astray, that youth that have changed their whole value system. The Lord has a way of reaching them. So don't give up hope. Just trust the Lord and be able to confide in someone that you trust. Someone that you trust. And that's one important key to really being who you are. Because if you don't have someone that you can trust in, because the world has become so corrupt, and it's hard to trust anybody. But we need to find somebody. Even Uncle Al, you can trust him.
What they are going to tell you?
Uncle Al.
Look in the mirror. Because if you don't trust that person that you're looking at in the mirror, you got to start there. You got to start with you. The renewing of the mind starts, and you got to trust and believe that God will do what He says He's going to do. Bishop said it so clear that you got to go to God. But start with you. You got to believe in you. And how you do that, you pick up that mirror, you look right in that mirror, and you said, you, and you talk to you. And I was telling China earlier today, there's another you inside of you.
You sure did.
There's another, see, that alter ego you, because sometimes you talk to that you you're looking at, but there's a you inside of you. You got to look at that you inside of you and tell that you inside of you, say, you know what? I am renewed by the changing of my mind. Because I'm not going to let that you tell the me what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay?
Yeah.
The you ain't going to tell me what I'm supposed to do. Okay? Because I'm talking to you, that person in the mirror. Be ye transformed by the renewing of the mind. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself, I'm new. I'm fresh. We're going to do this thing and we're going to do it right.
Yes.
Because guess what? There's nothing too hard for us.
I have a question for Lady Joyce. Amen.
I have a question for you, Lady Joyce. As women, it's so easy, and Aisha, I know that you could probably agree. As a woman, it's so easy to lose that zeal to get up and to actually want to renew things in your life. As it relates to your mind, as it relates to your health, as it relates to life in general. What are some topics, not topics, but like key points that you could give the women out there not only the older women, but the women that's coming up
Yes.
behind the
That's very
trailblazers?
important.
Well, first of all, you have to believe in yourself. And if you don't have a strong belief in yourself and your faith, it's totally impossible to want to progress and to have that vigor, vim, and vitality. And I believe in freshness. And many times, there's so many things that come up against us as women, and especially young women. A lot of times, and especially today with social media.
That's right.
Yes.
Many times, you know, and you have the television and you have all the different things that are going on, and you have the magazines out there, and everyone wants to be like someone. But the main thing is learning who you are and finding yourself and knowing and believing in who, you know, and the things that have been instilled in you and that virtue, you know. Many times, you know, and I know when I first got married, and my husband and I was very young when we left here in Florida. And I thank God because I was reared by my grandparents before moving back here with my mom. And the one thing I learned was learn how to validate myself. And women, you cannot wait for someone else to validate you, because then that's what gets you in trouble.
Absolutely.
Is that right?
Yes, yes. 100%.
That's right.
Yes.
You have
And the best you that you can possibly
the
be.
best you that you can possibly be. Because, you know, they taught me how to love myself. They taught me how to have pride and dignity in myself. And many times when people see that in you,
Yes.
they'll do whatever, they'll talk about you behind your back.
Yes.
Come on now.
You better do or make me shout.
They'll laugh in your face and stab you in the back.
Go ahead and shout.
Come on, somebody.
That's right. And it hurts, and especially after that, you formed a relationship with people, and down through the years, you find, as my husband say, you know, you learn how to build relationships, and you think you're in solid relationship, being in a marriage or just a friendship or just a simple love affair.
That's
And
right.
many times you think it's a solid thing, and then all of a sudden you've been misled. And you find out that, exactly. You find out that something else has happened. But in order to maintain that, you know, you have to know your self-worth. And you have to want to be renewed daily,
That's right.
Ooh, that's good.
okay? Daily. Because sometimes even by the time you go to sleep and wake up the next day, you might not feel like praising Him. You might not feel like facing tomorrow.
Yes,
You might not feel like going on or any further, because sometimes you don't know what that person has gone through in the course of a 24-hour period sometimes.
Yes.
And sometimes people just feel like just throwing up their hands and giving up, you know. And I often encourage women, and that was my ministry. I love encouraging young women,
Women of Destiny. That was one of her
That's
her
it.
themes.
women of destiny.
Form of
Y'all
ministry.
got that hashtag?
Knowing
Women
your
of
destiny. Women of destiny. That's right. You know, and you have to have goals,
Yes.
a purpose.
Yes.
You know, you just can't be out there just a loose cannonball and just here and there and everywhere. But you have to have some self-control.
Yes.
You have to have some dignity. And you must have some pride.
There we go. Wow. There we go.
Oh, my goodness, y'all finna make this go into a whole.
Listen. Before we go, we gotta tell you something different. Thank you for tuning into the City Talk. I am your host, Tony J.
Somebody hold my hand and let me shout.
Drop the mic. Drop the mic. Y'all gonna make me shout. I'm gonna laugh.
I'm not gonna do like Obama did. I'm not gonna pay for this.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, we want to give our sincere appreciation to the bishop and First Lady Joyce. Thank you so much for
Thank
doing
you.
that.
Thank you.
And I believe you have so many people out there today.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no doubt in my mind that
Tony, can I just say this?
Yes, sir.
I know we gotta go. Not only did you help so many people out there today, you guys have truly ministered to me.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I mean, it started right here, because
Yes.
if it was for no other purpose, it was for me.
Yeah.
Because I promise you, I got that. I got that. I grab hold to that.
Yes.
Well,
I grab hold to that.
we first of all, we minister to ourselves. It
Yes.
first come to us.
Absolutely.
And then it spreads abroad. So I feel a breakthrough, I feel
Yes.
a refreshing, even
Thank you.
being among the young folk.
Wow.
Thank you all for just inviting us and accepting us into your group.
Sit and to glean and to just
Here, take my mic.
no.
To soak up all the knowledge.
It's refreshing.
Seriously, because sometimes, like as women, we do not value ourselves, and you like you say, we wait for other people to validate us, and that's where we get into that trouble. If you're doing anything, you practically sell your soul just for validation.
And you pour out so much.
Absolutely.
And we pour out so much, and it's just so refreshing.
It's so refreshing to for
get
somebody to come
something
and pour
back
into
I mean,
us.
it's like,
Absolutely.
I said
And it's called a renewed belief system.
Yes.
Restart.
Renewed. You gotta start every day. Start afresh.
Absolutely.
Start
You
afresh.
know, they say, the old saying is, the old people is dead because they know the way, and
Yeah.
the young people is dead to carry the way.
Yes.
Yes.
So, you know, we gotta have that season. I don't like to use the word, use the word season.
Season.
You know, been
Call me
beat
on
a little
what I
bit,
do.
you know,
Look at you.
went through some things, some experience.
All right, guys.
All right, that is all for the City Talk for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I am your host, Tony J.
We love you.
We love you.
Love you. Remember,
Love you.
Next time.
Love you.
And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment.
comment.
All right.
All right. Rock.